Today we are reviewing Empire Total War, released in 2009 as a grand strategy game set back during the 18th century. You start off by picking a faction, like for example French or the British, and battle out with AI nations or even other players. The game is almost completely based off campaign. Most of the game is spent on the single player aspects. Does this game fail in almost every aspect, or exceed in every category? Watch this video and find out if the game holds up even after an entire decade. Personally, I think the battles in this game are outstanding. You control your army that you created in your grand map, but you command it as a general and try to win a battle. You win by ability, not numbers. You can tell your armies where to move and to flank the enemy, or have huge line battles and take advantage of cavalry to disrupt them. Try to use cavalry to attack from behind so you can make the enemy panic. Also, you can also use artillery to try destroying their army from afar, although artillery is not as effective from a distance, so try to get it closer up. I do think gameplay is a plus in this game. However, fort battles are not fluent, and all the other games have similar works. So why not just go to a new game and try that, like Rome or Three Kingdoms? Since the campaign is what the game is based on completely, I'm expecting a lot, because it's going to have to make up for the rest of the game. You can choose how long your campaign is by going into the menu. However, you can keep playing even after the time comes up for you to complete your objective. You choose a faction or a country to play as. I like France specifically, or you can pick Prussia, Britain, Russia, even Indian or American countries like the Martha Confederacy. Picking these countries can basically already base how hard the game will be, but you can increase AI difficulty to further challenge yourself. You're dropped into a huge map, mapping your cities, provinces, armies, and navies. You can set taxes and government to improve population happiness. Every decision you make will affect your population or combat ability. You can fight other nations as you battle for more land and expand your reach on the 3 continents and the entire world. The Grand Map is a world map where you can move your armies and navy around and control your government. Honestly, I love it so much. It's so visually pleasing and manages to simplify the game to a point where even I can understand it. This is where you control your provinces, adjust trade, adjust government, tax, even repression, and even religion. This map plays a huge role in the campaigns and makes the game easier to understand and makes it more lovable. And this is another plus. The AI in this game is so smart. They make deals with you that would help them. They attack you when they're weak. They trade when it's worth it. You can change how smart they are in the beginning in the menu. They have a decent knowledge on the battlefield, but a problem with them is that an experienced player can easily outmaneuver their armies to take down AI. To get around that, you can increase the AI's knowledge in the menu as well, making this game as hard as you want it to be. This is a place where the game shines in. Different factions have different units that are better than the other factions or not. I mean, the sheer amount of units in this game are crazy. Hundreds of different units to pick off of. Dozens of countries to try. The content is unimaginable. You get the dragoons, horse-mounted musketeers. They're used as mobile infantry. You have mortars, very long-ranged artillery meant to do very little but hit them from a distance. You have cavalry, meant to flank other infantry units or even other cavalry to get an edge in the line battles. You have skirmishers, long-ranged, very accurate infantry that, used correctly, can crush an enemy force. Finally, you have line infantry, the backbone of any force. If you have none of this, you have no victory. Now here comes the final question. Would I recommend this? This game can be a lot of fun alone or with a friend, but If that's all you're looking for, then sure, go ahead, get the game. But for everyone looking for another option, just get a newer Total War game. After a decade, this only holds up in certain areas. I'd give this game maybe 3 stars because of the horrible multiplayer. So coming in at $25 on Steam, Empire Total War is a game that I do not recommend to you.